This is a safe space where you will feel empowered to embrace who you are, supported without reservation or expectation, and not judged for being pretty messy. Hi guys, welcome to the Pretty Messy podcast. You're with your host Michelle and
Zoe, and today we're going to speak about our morning and evening routines.
Me and Zoe are very passionate about this topic because we really believe that your morning and evening routine really sets you up for the day and the evening sets you up for the next day. Do you know what I mean?
Even your evening sets you up for your morning routine.
Yes, and literally it's like a snowball effect, and I feel like
so true.
Having that down packed, and it does take a while, I think, to kind of find what works best for you, but I think we've found what works best for us. And we're both very different in what we do, and what makes us feel grounded daily. So yeah, we want to share our little tips and tricks. What's your main tip that you do in the morning when you first wake up?
I think for me, my evening, planning out my next morning is so important for my morning going well, because for me, you know how I hate if something changes last minute or something.
She's an organized queen.
Yeah. It has to go to plan. So I think my tip is planning the night before is very important to me, because then when I wake up in the morning, I feel like I know what I'm doing.
Yeah, you're organized.
Whereas you wake up and you don't mind planning your morning from there. We're very opposite in that way.
I'm more of a slow state. I love to have a slow kind of morning, but I do have things that I do, but I definitely I like to have a slow start. Do you know what I mean? Then go. I feel if I don't have that time to listen to my podcasts or my Abraham Hicks videos, I feel as if it's very rushed and I feel a bit chaotic throughout the day. Whereas if I have a slow morning and I'm able to wake up and listen to the videos and have a shower and I feel I'm in a slower state and I'm able to really slow down and think about how I'm feeling for the day, and I don't know, I just feel I'm a bit more relaxed.
I don't like waking up like that. I have my phone in the kitchen and my alarm will go off in the kitchen, so I have to get out of bed, whereas you'll wake up and you'll do everything from you'll start your day from bed, right?
Yes.
I can't do that.
Yeah, that's fair. What do you do then when you first get up?
Well, because right now I'm trying to get my iron levels up, so actually get up first thing and squeeze an orange and then take my iron tablets, because I like to have them half an hour before food, because it absorbs better. And then because my alarm's in the kitchen, I already have to get up and go to turn it off, so I'm okay, now you're up, let's do the orange juice. And by the time I've processed in my brain to squeeze that and have my tablet, I'm okay, I can get into my list of things that I've started for the day now. But I do think in the first half an hour of my day is when I do the most deep thought, because I'm just thinking about how I want the day to go, and you want it to be a positive day. I guess I don't do so much affirmations in front of the mirrors, but I'm telling myself okay, well today can be a good day,
positive affirmation,
positive self-talk.
Yeah, I love that. No, I totally agree. I think when you set yourself up listening to something that's positive or talking to yourself in a positive way, that really has a snowball effect of positivity throughout the day, and it gets your mindset in that positive outlook, so that you are able to look at things more positively throughout the day. Because I think when you start off, I'm really tired, my body's sore, I didn't get enough sleep last night. When you start thinking about all those things, you kind of easily complain about so many things throughout the day.
You are what you eat and you are what you speak.
Yeah,
I think.
Yeah, it's so true that how you speak to yourself is so important. We are really big on affirmations. It's such a big topic that we probably will do a separate podcast on. But yeah, me and Zoe definitely love positive self-talk, and having that as a habit when we are in a rut, or that we are thinking negative. It's always good to kind of think of your life and how you perceive yourself and talk to yourself in a positive way.
Yeah, and if you can't wake up your brain enough in the morning to do that first thing, you love listening to Abraham Hicks or something positive. So they do the thinking and the talking for you, and you just have to just listen.
Yes,
just, tune in when you wake up.
Yeah, I love listening to Abraham Hicks videos, because she's super positive and logical, and it makes me think about things in a different perspective, and I feel it always unlocks a different view to life and the world than I already see it. So I love how it expands my perception of everything. And yeah, she always thinks of things in a positive light, like always like half cup full, like cup half full. That's what I meant.
Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, I just love how she like expands my knowledge, but in like a really positive way.
Yeah.
So I think that really helps make me feel super grounded, and I'm able to just look at things, yeah, in a positive way. Like even if, you know, not everything's going right, but when I listen to her videos, she really puts everything into perspective for me, and I'm like, okay, it's really not that bad. Like, it's not that deep.
But lately, everything has been going right for you.
Yeah.
Especially lately.
Yeah,
I think.
that's true. That's true. I feel like it's because I have been committed to doing the Abraham Hicks videos before I sleep, and when I wake up, like, they say scientifically the 30 seconds before you sleep and 30 seconds when you wake up is the most crucial time to change, like, neural pathways in your brain to create new habits. So that's the most absorbing your mind is, basically. Like, your mind absorbs whatever you listen to and how you think about yourself in those like last 30 seconds before sleeping and the 30 seconds when you wake up. So I listen to her videos literally before I sleep, and then when I wake up, and I'm not even joking, it has a profound effect on like my mood, my outlook, my perspective on everything. I just like, yeah, I love her videos. Like, I just type it on like on YouTube, like Abraham Hicks, whatever topic I want to look up, and it will come up with a video that she talks around that topic and she gives advice, and it's just, yeah, she's amazing. I always send like stuff to Zoe as well, like say if like Zoe's like, I don't know, going through something that day, I'm like, okay, listen to this video, this is related to that, and it really helps her kind of just like think more logically with stuff.
Yeah, it truly does. And like sometimes when you're feeling like your brain can't think or like organize your thoughts, it's really nice to have someone to just listen to and just make things like sound so reasonable.
Yeah, so true, because she breaks down everything and it's just like, whoa, okay, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. And yeah, you don't have to think of it so emotionally because it's so logical, and it just makes so much sense, like when you listen to it. I think once you listen to her videos for a while, at first it kind of seems like a bit like gibberish, but then when you kind of understand the wording and the concepts that she's talking about, it does like unlock something within your outlook.
How do you feel like your morning routine compares to like your ideal one? Like if you could have like an ideal morning routine compared to yours, would you change anything? Or...
I think I would definitely improve a lot on my morning routine. I think I'm definitely very set on my evening, but like my morning routine, like it changes a lot depending on like, you know, if I have to be somewhere early or like, you know, I have plans that day or whatever. Depending on what I'm doing that day, it does change, especially on my days off. But I would say that I really do want to just be able to get up and like exercise for 30 minutes or like go to the gym right away. Like I think that's one of my goals for 2025. Like I want to be able to get 30 grams of protein in, 30 minutes of exercise and 30 minutes of sunlight. I think we talked about this in another podcast previously, that if you do that, apparently it's really meant to set you up for the day in a really positive way.
Yeah. I think especially living in Melbourne, it's really hard to like leave your house that early in the morning and get that 30 minutes, but I agree with you. Like if you just go out and see the sunlight, if it's there, and if it's there, like ground yourself. We live in a very like built up play area, but like I would love to be able to walk on grass or like walk on the sand.
Yeah, so true. We're going to be in Bali next week, guys, so yeah, we're going to try to do that as our morning routine. We'll definitely be filming more podcasts then, so we'll let you know how we go with that as well. But is there anything that you would change in your morning routine?
I kind of agree with you. Like, just getting up and going outside first thing.
Yeah.
And I think that's like why I want to move closer to the ocean, because like if I could see the ocean and like walk on the sand every day, I feel like I was a mermaid in my past life. Yeah, I would be so happy.
It would make you more incentivized to go on the beach and like see the sunrise and walk on the beach. Like that's like, I'm
so excited for sunrise walks in Bali.
Oh my god, I'm so excited as well. For the evening routine though, what do you do in terms of like, how do you like wind down? Yeah, what's your main tips for that?
Well, I love the magnesium, like 40 minutes before bed. I think we talk about this every week.
Zoe got me into this, and I'm not even joking. It's a game changer in my routine. Like, if I don't have it, I sleep so bad.
Same. Yeah. And it makes you, like, wake up feeling better, too. But I've said that so many times. So I usually, like, would have that, and I'll have, like, some collagen powder as well with it. And then I kind of write out how I want my day to go the next day. And sometimes I think in my head, like, we're just going to leave today where it is and then, you know, make tomorrow a fresh day. And I also like to think about how I want my day to start, because often when I wake up in the morning, like if I don't think about the night before how I want my day to start, then I don't have that intention set and I don't wake up the same. Like if I go, okay, I've got so much to do, I need to wake up this time, like we're going to just start doing this and like get through things. It's much better than if I have nothing on the next day and then I'm like a bit lazy in the morning and I don't like how the day like unfolds if I'm not like,
you don't feel good about yourself
busy in the morning. Yeah, it's so true.
No, I totally get that, because I feel like with everything you have to be so intentional. It's one of the things that Abraham Hicks also talks about. She talks about how you have to be super intentional with like what you're doing, what you're like, the words you're speaking, the conversations you're having, the friendships you have, like your thoughts, emotions, everything. Like it all plays such a big impact in how you feel. And like, being intentional with like, your next day and knowing, okay, this is, I'm going to wake up at this time, I'm going to do this, even if it's small things, like it does help you be in that routine for that daily routine, and that makes you feel so much better when you are ticking things off like a checklist. You feel like productive.
Do you like, what do you do before you go to bed?
I take magnesium also, and like I will have like a full kind of wind down routine where I'll be in bed, I'll maybe like scroll for a little bit on like social media or catch up on messages and stuff if I haven't for the day, but then like I'll journal for a bit, I'll play like frequency music, I'll put my little Galaxy projector on, and that will kind of make me feel a bit more sleepy because I see all like the lights on the ceiling. And then I listen to this YouTube video of Abraham Hicks that she does these like, it's kind of subliminal affirmation, positive self-talk, and it's like with rain noises on top. So it's like 7 hours of like rain noise. So she talks in a really positive way, kind of like, you know, there's nothing for you to do for the end of the day. Like, it's the end of the day. I'm so grateful my bed feels amazing. Like, so many things like that are small she tells you to be grateful for. But she talks about it like how, as if you were speaking to yourself. And then there's just like rain noises, and that and magnesium makes me like sleep like I'm out like a light. Like I'm like literally just like dead in bed. I'm like, and I go in the deepest sleep as well. Like I feel so good when I wake up. Even if I wake up to pee in the middle of the night, that doesn't disturb it. Like I go back to bed and I still feel so good when I wake up.
Yeah.
I love it. And like the rain noises, like, because I love like any like white noise or anything in the background, so it makes me like sleep in a deeper sleep. I think I have definitely struggled with like a bad evening routine like in the past, like when I was younger, like scrolling for hours on my phone and like just having blue light like constantly like keep me up, because when you have that screen like blue light and like you're scrolling for hours, like I feel like my body wasn't in like sleep mode. Like I would stay up till like 4 a.m. and not be able to sleep. I've definitely had like bad routines like that. And then I haven't had a good like morning routine the next day because I've set myself up in a bad way the evening before, and I'm tired. Then I wake up super tired, and then I complain that I'm tired, and then I'm in a mood, and like it's just like the snowball effect. So I feel like it makes so much difference when you set yourself up the night before. And I also do like tell myself like intentionally, okay, what am I going to do tomorrow? Like if I'm meeting Zoe like at this time, but I'm going to get up at this time, you know, get ready. Am I going to do my makeup that day? Okay, I need to get up earlier to do that, and like, you know, mentally kind of talk to myself through what I'm doing for the day and like plan out like everything like time wise and like time managing.
Yeah, when I slept with my phone in my room, I was the same. Like I would just like reach for it, or like want to know, I'd go like to the bathroom in the night and then I'd want to know what the time was. But now that I have it in the kitchen, it's like I'm not going to like go over to the kitchen and like find out. So it's just like I don't have it in my bedroom at all anymore, my phone, and it's been such a game changer. It's been so helpful.
Yeah, so you can actually just like switch off.
Yeah. I like love to do like reading like 30 minutes before bed, because then I feel like it's just like winding yourself down if you're just reading something like mindless, so your brain can just switch off, you know, a bit of like fiction.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah, no, I love adding a little few pages of a book. I think it definitely does help like to wind down. I love journaling too, like writing my thoughts down, and like I think journaling really helps you reflect for the day, and I always try to like do a lot of like gratitude when I'm like journaling, say what I'm grateful for that day, what I'm grateful for in that moment, what I'm working towards, like just like a little self-reflection. I feel like that's good to add in like sometimes.
I think for me, just like disruptions to my nighttime routine, such as if someone was like staying over or something, it really puts me out because like my brain can't recalibrate like having someone else there because I'm used to like my routine, and I guess like I'm hyper independent, so I just want to think about myself, but if someone else is there, I feel like I have to think about them, and then my routine goes out the window the night before because you don't sit there and like read and chill out and wind down and like do all those things and think about your next day because you're just giving your presence to the other person.
That's very you, because I feel like Zoe's so set in routine. Like she loves to like have that boundary up where she has to have those morning and evening routines for herself. So yeah, like it helps you feel better, and you don't, that's like a non-negotiable for you. So I feel like that's definitely a boundary you set, like where you have to do that. And like I definitely don't like to break out of my routine often. Like here and there I will for certain people, you know, obviously for Zoe I would break out of my routine, and like, you know, some other friends and whatever. But I think like, yeah, if it's like you're constantly doing that, like once you kind of get in the bad habit of like breaking out of it, it is hard to get back into it, you know?
And then you like end up resenting that person because you like think it's their fault. But
yeah, no, I get what you mean. Yeah.
I just, maybe it's just my brain, but I feel like I just like to wake up and know what I'm doing. I don't want to wake up at the time you need to wake up. I want to wake up at the time I need to wake up.
You can't comprehend too much change in your schedule. I feel like you're very like regimented, whereas I'm a little bit more like go with the flow.
So true. And do you feel that like a morning and evening or either or is important for success? Do you feel like that?
I feel like it is super important, because I think habits lead to like consistency, and consistency leads into like success, because when you're really consistent and you're able to build that consistency with your routine, I think you end up building consistency and habits in different parts of your life. Like it's like a lesson that you learn in a morning and evening routine, but then it can lead to work, it can lead to relationships, friendships, like that consistency and those habits. I feel like it's just like learning consistency is like a big thing, like in discipline.
So
like
true.
it takes so much discipline and consistency to actually change your habits and like create a routine that you do every day. And I think that really does add to your character as a person, and that can lead to success.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think it's really important, and it's something that you don't notice how important it is until you don't, you don't do it. You don't follow your schedule, like your morning and routine and your nighttime routine.
Yeah.
And then after that consistent time of following it, things really start like making a path for you.
Yeah, definitely. I think like towards anything in life, you have to have discipline and consistency, and like whatever that is, that discipline and consistency, it needs to be there for you to like, you know, even manifestation, like keeping on a high frequency constantly, that consistency and discipline to take what it takes to do that, you attract so many great things in your life as like a reward of keeping a high frequency. Like there's so many attributes to like, having like consistency in your life. And I think that's what habits show.
And finding that during the morning or night, like you say, the first 30 seconds of when you wake up and before you go to sleep is like the most pivotal time, because how you start and end your day is like how your life is.
And what you absorb as well. I think like it's setting yourself up like to create those neural pathways that will be embedded in you, that you're able to like translate in other areas of your life. But that's all that we have for today, guys. Thank you so much for listening. We have a podcast every Sunday, so stay tuned for next week, and we'll see you then.
Bye.